the button's been pushed. Say hi.
What the buck is up, every pony?
Hi. Oh, it's another episode of Agents of Edgewatch. I don't know what's going to happen because I'm not the GM. Oh, look at that.
I have to admit, I'm surprised. That was the first time you didn't break our rating in the first 2 seconds.
I think it's week 23.
What? Oi.
Episode 23. We have been at this for a while now. We have made some good progress.
Woo!
Look at that.
All right.
Amazingly, we're only in book 2. There are more books.
I volunteer Steel Prism to do the last time on the Edgewatch.
Well, when the map loads, I can look at it and remind myself what we're doing. But I think we were bullshitting our way all the way up the bad guy's hideout, and it ended with Thumbtack going squeak, I'm a mouse.
Oi. Squeak.
Somehow surprisingly well.
We pretty much. I don't want to take this away from you, Silver. You can do it.
All right. All right. I mean, oh yeah. So we have to come and what is it? What's the name of this band? The Copper Hand. So we're in the hideout of the Copper Hand, who are using it as a sit-in place. Because I think it was sleeping place, but who sleeps on rope? But obviously some people using it for a front for that. So we walked in, sort of walked past the front person after they weren't very helpful. And made our way upstairs and proceeded to somehow get past people, open wrong doors and go, oh, sorry, wrong door, close that after we saw slimes or something. Can't remember what they were. Oozes, maybe. But we interrupted somebody's card game and managed to keep Thumbtack away from diving in and deciding to start gambling. Then what was the next floor? That weird creature in the stables as we walked past.
Yes, we managed to bribe our way past multiple levels.
Yeah, bribery. Money makes the world go round.
There were the folks from Chiliax in the room. They were discussing business. We let them be.
Oh, that was the ground floor, wasn't it?
And then to wrap things up, we made our way to the top level here, saw all of these very vibrant plants, found a secret door that Thumbtack was able to squeeze through, open from the other side. He was discovered, but managed to convince the leader of the Copper Hands that he is in fact a mouse. And that's where we left off.
Oh, God.
Squeak.
That's not good at all, is it? It's not good.
And then I unpaused the game, you fools. So, Thumbtack, are you basically fleeing?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I gotta make my little icon. Yeah, there we go. Oh.
No, I think that was terrible.
What? Yeah, smarter now. Flee! And through here, and close the door.
What happened? Did they see you?
Yes, they did. They thought I was a mouse.
Well, you're about as ugly as one.
You're not that quiet.
Maxivon's going to roll perception. Does he hear anybody chasing up after the Thumbtack mouse? Oh, hey, it does roll now. Neat.
Yeah, I made it so it does ghost rolls. Whee!
That's actually cool. I like that better.
Yeah, so you can see a die, even if you can't see what the die is. Oh. But either way, you do not hear people chasing angrily.
Okay. I think the ruse worked, Thumbtack. Good job.
How the hell did you manage to convince anyone you were a mouse? You talk far too much.
He flutters up there and just goes, "Look, Zebra, how do you convince everybody that you're not an absolute bugger yourself? That's right, it's beyond me too. You have your secrets and I have mine." He jabs, he puts his thumb into his chest flute.
I will just wiggle my nose.
How many are there?
I saw two. There was one, he looked like an angry lion man, and then one with a fancy portrait. Was it she? It was a she.
What's over here?
I think he posted it in Thumbtack.
It looks This looks like floor. This also looks like floor. Look, a wall.
There was a round circle here a moment ago what said moon.
What?
It's disappeared now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think so.
There
Empty
was.
map.
Just there 1 moment ago. It's disappeared now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I was
Well,
probably
I have the map pulled up. There's like a very long hallway at the far end of the wall, and then there's a door and a thinner hallway just to the right,
Yeah.
and then it kind of opens up into a large study area. All right.
the large
Thumbtack.
study area was probably where Thumbtack walked into.
All right.
So
Thumbtack, go ahead, Silver.
no, I was going to say. So it looks like it's an open hallway. So if we walk around the corner, we're probably going to be spotted.
Thumbtack, do you think you could peek around this corner and see if it's clear?
Of course, of course, of course.
Why do I hear a countdown timer?
There is one.
Oh, we had an
Oh.
Initiative?
Yes, there was initiative started. That I stopped it because you guys aren't actually doing the fight thing.
So do we neglect that or do we roll?
Continue.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm trying to look for the map again. I can't find it. Where the
Scroll up.
It's
It's there.
way up there.
And if you click pop out, it'll bring up a different window that you could select for it.
Nice, look at that.
Yeah,
Right.
here, let me help you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, oi, alright, stay quiet then. And he does this thing, he starts sneaking. Right,
Clarity, are you on the floor with us?
Here's my stealth button. It's a blind roll for you.
I think so. Like,
I see Darda, but I can't see you if you're
yeah,
underneath
oh wait,
her.
yeah, no, I'm like around the corner.
Okay.
Right
Yeah,
here.
I'm
Thumbtack, you are a paragon of stealth. A paragon.
A paragon.
That was sitting on you. That'd be why.
Alright, and he's at this. He's looking for traps. He's keeping a keen eye. Look, he's keeping a very keen eye.
I should point out you can only be looking for traps or being sneaky, but you can always just look for traps like you just did.
Ah,
You don't see any traps.
right then, fair enough.
But you won't automatically detect any traps because you're currently being sneaky.
Now he sees this hallway here. He remembers the map. Yeah, right in there. He puts up like the little his little talent. He's like, all right, stay right there. I remind myself, was our goal that we needed to take this person out, or that we needed to join them? What's
Okay,
our-
I'm going to pretend you didn't just say we're going to join the bad guys.
not that. Sorry.
The original ruse was
Wait
to
a
simply
minute.
get as close as we could to the leader. The leader is here, so if we could get past her henchmen or like convince them in some way to leave, then we could just walk right up to her and arrest her. But I think we need to take her alive.
All right. I was just taking sure. All right, David. He's gonna do something risky here. Yeah. He is going to try to stealthily just move across this hallway right here to get to this door.
You're going very quickly.
Very quickly.
All right. You
Sketch-
roll yourself as you quickly go, yeah, I don't see.
Whee! Nothing?
You heard somebody go, huh?
And he stops. Now he as he's here and he's listening to them say that, right? He's gonna press his ear to this door. He's gonna listen. Is there any voices or any movement or creaking that he can hear?
Give me an awesome perception check.
What does that?
So awesome.
Hey, I have a dice to play with on my screen.
You don't hear anything except your own beating heart now.
Okay. He creaks this door open, right? Just a little creak. Alright. Is this like
Pretty
closed?
sure that you were at that point assaulted by box text. So let me pull that.
Oh yes, yes. Oh no, 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 not the box.
Not the box,
Easy. I never heard him coming.
Found it. I found your box text. Aren't you happy?
Yeah.
All for you.
Medium-sized wooden crates and bins line the floor and low shelves of this room. Each crate is filled with discarded clothes with their pockets slashed open, purses with their strings cut, brass buttons, and other odds and ends.
Oh. Well then. I think that might be a good place to hide. This comes to me calling you guys, right? It doesn't look like there's going to be much convincing the henchmen to get out. But I could sure try to open that other door. And we can get
Are you
around
gonna say,
them.
did you come back?
No. He's pondering. He's pondering and acting like you guys are talking to him right now. That's what he's doing.
Cool.
Hmm.
That makes
Ah. Right. He's going to. I guess the first step right here, right? See if there's any information we could get. So you're gonna do this, David,
Right.
right?
Okay.
He's gonna wah, and then poof into
Okay.
into the.
You don't see anybody in there. That's good. Yay.
Dum, dum. And he kind of presses his ear to this wall, right? Tries to listen. Does he hear anything to note? Anything important?
Give me another fancy perception check because you love it so much.
Who does that? Let's go.
Yeah, you can hear low conversations about numbers and things. Sounds like people are very busy doing stuff.
Very busy, huh? Very busy.
Sounds like a busy office.
Clicks and clanks then. Well, I suppose medieval office. Yeah.
Scratching of paper, that sort of thing. A book opening, a book closing.
Ah, right. I'm at a loss here. Other than just run right in.
What?
I said, like, other than us just all running right in, I'm really at a loss of, like...
I'm going to point it out, just for sake of argument. You're sitting on, with your fancy perception check, man, you remember the clothes I mentioned?
Yeah.
That sure looks like, a lot of evidence.
Oh, do we just need evidence?
This is good. You are a cop. It's the thing you do.
Alright, he's gonna grab the more manageable size things, like coin purses and that, yeah?
Okay.
Which I think that would be valid evidence, yeah?
Yes, I mean, the clothes are very obviously evidence that the copper hands are, stealing things.
Alright, and then any other, like...
It doesn't get much more obvious than that.
Yeah. Wah. So he grabs some evidence. Goes over here. He sneaks the door, right? And first things first, he's gonna skitter this way. Wah. All stealthy like.
Still in stealth mode. You can tell because you're partially see-through.
Wah. Oi. And then that comes back. Wah.
You're back. What did you find?
Evidence. And he presents the evidence.
We already know they're guilty.
I know, but now we could properly charge them.
They tried to rob a bank. We could charge them for bank robbery.
Well, that
All right.
too.
Settle down. Did you get an accurate count of how many are in there?
I only got, see, the two that I saw there, and then David, from my perception checks, was there more than two voices?
At least 3. I mean, you were listening through a wall.
Yeah.
But you heard at least 3 specific voices. At least.
And that's what he points out. If there's at least 3 in there, and judging by this map, he says, pulling up his map, I only see 2 desks there. At most, probably 4.
Right. If that's all, then we stand a good chance of arresting them. I recommend we walk in, attempt the arrest. If combat breaks out, take them down and detain them all.
Right, I'm
As far as
hiding in your bag then. Surprise weapon.
I'm going to turn to Dada. Non-lethally, Dada. No ripping people's heads off with spears.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, those islands, you always gotta make sure.
Hey,
All right,
I'll
I'm
just fluff them to death.
No. There's no to death.
Data
Not
says,
conscious.
oi, it's just my pillow attack. I'm fluffing you up like my pillow. Smashing heads together. Oi! Alright. I'm in the bag. He's been a quiet bird. You do you. I'll jump out when needed.
Someone's gonna have to drag me. I can't move.
Is everyone in agreement?
Hey.
Yeah, I have no issues with what you've said.
All right. Clarity, you with us?
Yeah.
All right. And I
Go ahead.
mean, I don't want to go clomping in there to alert them immediately, but sneak is not something I'm good at. Is there a way I can walk quietly until they see me and then react?
Roll.
You could follow the expert.
Ooh.
God,
All right.
follow Thumbtack.
Thumbtack, teach me how to sneak.
Alright, so how does follow the
First, you
expert work
use your
again, David?
wings.
The expert, I'm pulling it up. I will also share the link with you guys because I care that much.
I remember this ruling somewhere.
It was a thing.
Stops it so everybody rolls.
Use an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring, such as climbing, like avoiding notice. The ally must be at least an expert in that skill, willing to provide assistance. Follow the expert. You match their tactic or attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill based on your ally's proficiency. And so,
+2.
okay, so you would be
Good.
+2.
Sneaking. Are you an expert?
I am.
Okay,
Cool.
so you get your level +2 plus your dexterity.
All right, so d20 plus 8. And I'll go ahead and make my roll. This will be
Be sneaky. So
follow the leader, circumstance bonus plus 8, add. Cool. Roll.
Sneaky time.
And now we're
So-
working. 6 plus 2 plus 1.
Sneaky time.
+8. Yeah.
I can't do that privately. Damn it.
So slash 1d8. So +6 for level, +2 from Thumbtack, and plus from my dex, isn't it? 1.
Hey, Thumbtack's giving you a +8. That's a pretty big plus.
Yeah.
Okay, I might as well make my own one because that's the equivalent of Thumbtack bonus.
Yeah, I just added a plus 8 circumstance bonus.
You did it correct, Marshall. Good job.
Well, no,
Done.
I'm trained in it, so
Oh, if you're trained and you're not following the leader, just roll it.
okay.
The leader is for when,
There we go.
it's for when
Sorry.
you suck really bad versus the leader.
Now I'll do a private roll. Sorry, David. There we go.
I'm going to delete your private roll now. Goodbye.
All right, so we're ready to move forward, yes?
We are so ready. Oh my god.
All right. So Maximon sees the door up ahead. Do we hear movement or noises coming from this way?
Yes, but also I'm going to check a thing for no reason. Actually, I don't have to roll a thing. I can just check that. Okay, cool. And you did that. Okay, cool. So as you guys come around the corner, a voice calls out, "Oh, there you are. Stop slinking around my office. Come here. We have to talk."
Oh.
Go on.
Ooh, spooky.
All right.
Well,
Maximon
The
still has
voice came from in here, I should point out.
All right. Well, I can see her there.
Yes.
Thumbtack puts up like a talon to the others. Maybe should Maximon go in alone?
Maybe.
That's a
And I'll-
lot of damage.
I
They
mean,
could
if
rush him.
things do hit the fan, Maxivon can definitely take a few hits.
Okay.
So, yeah. And you're hiding on Maxivon, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Maxivon will make his way forward.
As
Yeah.
Actually, Maxon, before you go in, I'm going to do something really quick.
Okay.
Share your damage if you start taking it.
as she gives a nod as you approach. There you are, and snooping around. You're not nearly as quiet as you think you are. Either way, I'm not here to deal with you. You're not actually here for me, if we're perfectly honest. You have bigger fish to fry.
I'm listening.
And she smiles. Oh, haven't you heard of... And she rolls her eyes. That murderer? Look, you saw the rather large creature that was with, at the bank event.
Yes,
Sort of affair, that.
Yes, I'm the one who destroyed it.
Excellent job, she says, not even batting a lash at that. Now,
Skin off.
you could make a mess here, and it would be a terrific mess. Or you could go after the source of that, and that's been causing trouble all through the city.
Can I sense motive?
Sure.
I'm gonna send it as well.
She does not appear to be weaving lies in your direction. Now, as long as you promise to just turn around and walk back the way you came, I'll give you all the intel you need to make a nice big score and make this city a little safer. Let's just be honest. Thieves like not being murdered too, turns out.
And where would that leave the Copper Hands organization if we do take out the top authority? More specifically, where would that leave you?
Oh, I'll find something else to do. You don't have to worry about me. No, really, don't worry about me.
Do you have intelligence that links the head of the Copper Hands directly to the Penny and Trust Sphinx Spank?
She squints. What? No, of course not. And if I did, why would I tell you?
Because that's what we're here for. So if you have something of value to offer us, that is something we would desperately need.
I'm already offering you something that you want. You want it desperately.
You'll have to show it to me before I consider it.
She gives a sigh. I didn't want to have to go up to this. Redoing paperwork is such a pain. But it's Sorry.
Gonna roll sense motive. Is she about to attack me doing that whole thing? It's like, it's a shame I had to do this. Shink.
No. Well, let me see your roll. Okay, no. She doesn't appear to be reaching for anything. This is more of a verbal thing.
Okay.
You see, redoing paperwork, it's such a pain. That's what we're doing right now, she says, tapping the desk. Tap, 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 tap. But if I say the proper word, it all catches on fire, and all the paperwork is gone, and all your evidence is gone. It's just everybody loses their time. I don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wins. And no, she doesn't appear to be weaving any additional falsehoods at you.
Well, I'm waiting to see this evidence you're offering me. We do have discretion on who we arrest, but if you're not able to deliver the leader of the Copper Hands to us in one form or another, we'll have to do our work the old-fashioned way, which, as you've stated, you don't want.
She raises a brow. Okay. Your intel is not nearly as good as I thought it was. You're speaking to them.
Is there someone hiring you to do their dirty work for them? You mentioned someone who was able to craft that monstrous beast we had to destroy. What kind of
yes, I know all about those crazy nutters, but I'm not telling you a word until I have your word.
Some assurances.
See, that one gets it.
You have my word that if your intel is adequate, we will walk away and go after the bigger fish. However, someone needs to be held accountable for the Penny and Sphinx Trust Bank.
I'm fairly certain you have several people in jail right now. Pretty sure they're doing time. Incompetence. By the way, I didn't tell them to go in there. That was their big idea. They're getting what they deserve.
So what do you have to offer me?
Let's get to the good stuff, she says, stapling her fingers. So, have you heard of the Skin Saw cult?
I do not have Knowledge Society, so I'll just say no. No, I have not.
Can I society
Well, I feel like we're in a peaceful negotiation, so I'm going to walk down rather than skulking.
She might be slightly annoyed at how exotic the local cops have become. What the hell?
I know. I look so fancy.
Oh,
it was bad enough when they started getting tieflings and stuff in there.
So question.
Why?
David.
Wait till I poke my head in.
David, I have a question.
Oh, this is getting worse. Okay, what's the question?
Can Thumbtack push the little button on the recording rod?
If you have a recording rod, then I don't see what would stop you.
Oh yeah.
That's the one we had.
All right, so you are pressing it now. Boop.
Yeah. Bloop.
And little does she know she's being recorded on no. Okay, so she tells you stuff. Let me just make sure I actually get the right stuff to tell you. Blah 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 blah. They learn info. Blah 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 blah. Yes. Okay. So we've been helping a skin saw cult based out of the catacombs of the Ascendant Court. The cult is run by somebody called the Skinner. Absolute bankruptcy of creativity. Who pressured the Copper Hands, that's us, into performing the robbery. And the cultists have been murdering people all over Absalom, especially in the Foreign Quarter. So, I'm pretty sure you want to take care of that. And if they can stop bothering us, that would be a plus to us too. We can go back to other things that are less harmful.
Where did you say they were operating out of?
The Ascendant Court.
Ascendant Court.
Ascendant Court.
And that's ACENDED.
No. ASCENDANT. Ascendant
Okay.
Court. And his name is Skinner. That's not a complicated name.
I could see he was very inventive with that.
I mean, she did mention it was a total bankruptcy of creativity.
So tempted to open this door.
Well, this is certainly very valuable information.
And she nods. Look, sometimes it's better to side with the small sharks in order to take out a bigger one.
Thumbtack does that boy, if I try to tell this one, like eyebrows to himself, in his head.
Being so sneaky. All right, what was your stealth? Oh, I got to scroll up because you don't know that. I have to look at that.
Like I said, he said it.
Thumbtack.
I did say he said it in his head. He's just got to roll it in his eyes.
No, I'm just checking a thing. Okay,
Oh,
wonderful
okay.
Stealth.
I heard
You
your
rolled
eyeballs
that
move.
stealth, and her perception is wow. Okay, man, Thumbtack, you're a baller. Because she's really perceptive, yo, but you're still sneaking on Maximon, holding up that recorder ever so subtly. He didn't see anything.
Just ignore the iron rod sticking out of the pack.
Why did you stop working for them?
I just said they've been pressured. They're a bunch of lunatics. If you could make them go away, that'd be great.
What do you know of the missing persons from the menagerie? Or the large earth mover that just suddenly disappeared overnight?
Here's some more info. You like info, right?
I do.
For the past few months, she explains, the Copperhand has worked with a murderer named the Skinner and her cultists under threat of violence. Thieves from the guild have been meeting with the Skinsaw cultists at the entrance to a particular branch of Absalom's catacombs. See area I'm not specifying. To swap laundered gold for valuables the cultists have snatched from their murder field, effectively serving as the cult's fence or money washer. Most recently, the Skinner supplied the Copperhands with some special tools like the dig widget and the skin snitch and a vault breaker ooze and ordered the thieves to perform a bank robbery and share the stolen loot with the Skinsaw cult. The Ascendant Court's guard precinct, the Great Cloaks, have recent. Okay, now that part you probably. Actually, I guess you could say the local precinct of there have recently caught wind of the Copperhands' activity, and their viable routes to the catacombs have dwindled to practically nothing. Though, she says, it should be a simple matter for you to talk to the Grey Cloaks and gain access to the burial halls, because, you're cops. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she's not worried about the Skinner, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So that is all valuable intel that she provides. You have gained intel.
Woo!
Now, if you just go home, I'll just forget I ever saw you.
Are you currently in possession of anything you've stolen for the Skinsaw cult at this time? Or have you turned it all over to them?
Ooh, that's a good
Check.
point. We could
Check her inventory.
intending to make a delivery.
Nothing that I'm holding.
I see. Well, if we are to go after the bigger fish, as you've put it, then obviously the Copperhands needs to stop being a threat to the well-being of the city. So, we will need you to act
Where not a single bank robbery shall occur.
It's more than that. We need you to work against the Skinsaw cult. Why don't you play the part of Robin Hood, take from the Skinsaw cult, and randomly drop back what was stolen to those who it belongs to. And if you happen to catch wind of any missing persons from the menagerie, for example, just drop a letter in a mailbox next to the precinct so we can get word of it. If you cooperate in this manner.
Okay, look. We're not your lackeys, but here, I'll sweeten the deal. Boys, she looks over at the rest of them. Give them the document. Which document? Oh, God damn it.
God bless America.
The invoices, the things we took. Just give them over so they can get them back to whoever they came from. I don't care if we can just get out of this entire mess that we've been soaking in. I will be a happier person. Will that do?
I believe so.
Excellent. Have a terrific day. Bye.
Yep. Thumbtack is giving Maxvon the don't look a gift horse in the mouth punches in the side of the back.
How dare you imply those racial implications toward me?
Why?
This point, I will point out, man, you guys just like skipped an entire dungeon.
Well, who does
No,
that?
we walked right through it. We didn't skip a single thing. However, I do
You
believe.
literally fought 0 things.
Yeah, but it cost us 15 gold. That was an expensive fast travel.
Fast travel's not supposed to work towards places you've never been to before.
Wait, we could pay the GM 15 gold and it'll let us skip dungeons?
Man, I wonder how
I mean,
much.
it worked this time, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I don't
So
think the Skin Eaters are going to let us skip it.
Okay, so guys, do you know what happens now? Because you've essentially completed this dungeon, right?
Level
Guess
up.
what happens? Yes, it's level 7 time.
Oh man.
Oh
What?
man!
What did I just say? You skipped the dungeon!
It turns out being a pacifist is good for XP.
It works out sometimes. It's not so good for, loot, unfortunately. Let me check something right quick. Okay.
What I really like about all this is because Thumbtack used the recording rod, we now have evidence against the Copper Hand, so warrants can be put out for their arrest later.
You can do that?
I mean, in real life, you can. I don't know if this place, if this city has a judicial system similar to ours. David keeps reminding me that this is not the real world.
So I have selected all the enemies. I'm going to add them all to the turn order. Look at them all. Look at them all. All right, now I'm going to kill them all.
You can't see any of the enemies in the terminal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got them blocked.
Yeah.
from me.
Kill.
Can't
I'm
see
busy
them.
killing them. You don't actually have to see them.
Why do you have to kill him?
To
I mean-
represent the XP we earned.
No, it doesn't give you XP automatically. However, it does mean that you guys can wander through and do all the things.
But we didn't. Never mind. I won't ask.
No. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
We didn't.
So
Hey,
you're basically
And
saying we can-
basically, I'm saying that you guys would have at least been paid for doing the work that you do.
right?
Oh, so instead of giving us money, you're going to make us loot them and then make us sell them ourselves.
Yes, because I'm a mean jerk. Right, all of the enemies have been murdered, which means you can now loot them all.
Yay!
All right. If it's okay with y'all, I will loot the bodies since I've got a bag of holding, and then I'll do the usual math of selling and dividing everything up.
You guys get to gain level 7. Woo!
Does this mean we're ending our game early today?
Well,
An hour and 45 minutes.
I'm sorry. Well, it's just how things kind of worked out. I imagine you guys want to gain your level before we get into the next shenanigans.
I'm down
I
with
think
that.
that would be good. Yeah. All right.
Still can